Hey there, this is week 19. I'm a third of the way through, and these are my words. And I've been thinking a lot lately about coping through life's bumps. And I know I've talked a little bit about coping in some of my previous posts, but I think that the greatest thing that we can ever learn is how to cope with things that come up in our lives that are difficult for us or uncomfortable or sad or depressing. All these negative emotions that don't necessarily have an outlet. This came to mind recently because a friend of the family was killed in a car accident last week. And it's just hard to think about these big topics and find ways to process the information in a way that feels healthy, but also feels like we're honoring the feelings that we have and being supportive of other people and letting them have their feelings, because that's one of the things that happens with all emotions. I mean, we look at little kids and they throw temper tantrums because they're learning about their emotions and how to control their emotions and the impact that they have in the world around them. But even as we get to be adults, we don't necessarily know the tools that can be in place to help us handle information and deal with information in a way that feels good. I mean, even just the last few days, me dealing with my jet lag has been very difficult because my body wants what it wants. It thinks that I should be asleep right now. It thinks it should be the middle of the night, but it's the middle of the day here in Los Angeles, and I'm expected to go to work and audition and function like a normal human being. And so I'm throwing a temper tantrum inside because my body and my brain don't want to do the same thing. And so I'm curious about what coping mechanisms and tools you might use in your life to help you deal with difficult hurdles. And I wanted to share a few that I know. So I'm familiar with something that is called tapping. And you can look it up online. It's like the EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, tapping. And there's Nar. Hello, come over here. And tapping is a series of things that you do where you say statements and you feel the emotional charge of the statement. And then you tap on your meridian lines to just move the energy through, so you're both linking your mental and psychological feelings with your unconscious or subconscious emotional feelings that you're having about something. And that can oftentimes help to diffuse a feeling that's stuck, that you're having a hard time getting out. Another thing you can use is meditation, which is very akin to hypnosis, where you actually go into your subconscious mind and you repeat information, or you just take a time out from life. And so those are two coping mechanisms that I find particularly helpful, but I would love to hear what you do in times of stress and distress and how you function and handle those difficult emotions. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you guys next week, and I can't believe I'm a third of the way through. Woohoo! I hope all is going well with you if you're doing your own project, and thank you again for joining me online. Bye.